me. Me.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'll take care of the intro. All right, 3,
Oh, okay.
2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Nightly Runs podcast. We are back 1 week later with another episode. It is me, Seth, joined with Johnny, Clint, and Parker, as usual. And how was everyone's night? Everyone doing good?
Depressed. Went with
You know,
y'all.
I had a pretty good night.
Okay.
You know,
Clint?
lost a couple of rounds of Apex Legends.
Oh, wow, you're such a gamer, aren't you?
She didn't
Yes,
lose
I
a
am.
couple. You
I
lost
drink
How was your
gamer
night?
girl tea.
That was probably the
Yeah.
worst I've
Okay.
ever heard on a podcast.
That was the what? What'd you say, Clint?
That was the worst question I've ever heard on a podcast. How was
Okay,
your
then
night,
why don't we think
guys?
of a better podcast question?
It's not a question. It's just a conversation
How,
starter.
how was your night? That's a question.
Okay, it's a
That
question.
is
It's a question. It's a question, you asshole.
Okay, what
But-
about this question? Oh, well, you
I
said
got a
but.
question.
I was
I
gonna.
got a better question.
What?
Why is Clint an atheist?
I'm not. Why does everyone think that? That's the real question.
Because
Okay.
you're not a man of God.
Go back to Harry Potter world.
But while we're still talking, like, before we get too far away, I heard someone say something about gamer girl P. Did I hear that?
Yes, that was me.
And I know this is pretty late, but Belle Delphine, what's everyone's take on her?
Who's that?
I think
girl
it's pretty
who-
clever.
The girl who sold her bathwater and gave
Oh,
people
yeah,
Do you
girls-
rabies.
know how many
Whatever.
people can advertise their bathwater and actually sell it?
See,
other
that's
than her?
that's
How many
exactly what I'm
people?
saying. If
I mean, that's
there's
pretty
no
genius.
there's no shame in that. If you can sell your bathwater and make thousands of dollars off of it, do it.
It's not
You
even
know-
really her bathwater.
Yeah,
I mean, if you say
That
that you
one.
can't sell your own bathwater, I mean, there's nothing you can't sell.
there's
right?
nothing you
I
can't
mean,
sell.
if you can make money off of it, why not do it?
Exactly.
I mean, if you have no shame.
And apparently,
Hey, well, she's not selling more. That's the real question.
she's getting in trouble for false advertisement apparently because someone took it into like they bought the bathwater or alleged bathwater. They took it to a lab and they got it tested for any DNA or like fecal matter because that's what happens whenever you take a bath in something. You get poop in it. And they got it tested for
Ew,
that kind of
gross.
stuff. They got it tested for that and there wasn't any. So
She
not,
doesn't poop.
she
She doesn't poop, guys.
Alright,
Heard it
I'm
here
gonna go
first.
You're
out.
right. Women don't poop. Women
I'm
don't
gonna
poop.
go out on and this is a little bit of a conspiracy, but I'm gonna say she's actually fake. I think she's a robot.
She's not real. She's a sex robot.
She's actually a
Clone.
just an amalgamation of ideas.
She doesn't have a belly button. She's an alien. What was that?
Oh,
These are demons.
I know what
What
show
is-
you're talking about.
Yeah, there's this old movie where the guy was an alien and
It's a
Didn't have
TV
a-
show, not movie.
he didn't have a belly button.
It came out like when
uh,
Smallville was out and shit.
Yeah, like what?
She could
8 years ago?
be any number of sci-fi horror things.
Hmm. Oh well, okay,
Look,
that's
I
all I
think
wanted
we
to say.
should
That's all I want.
capitalize on this right now. We should sell our bathwater.
That's a
Okay,
good-
how about this? We can't do bathwater because she already did it. But the question here tonight is what shameless item would you put on the market to
Okay.
potentially make thousands of dollars?
I've got a
Other
My
pretty
than
ass hairs.
I mean, that's kind of close, but I'll take it.
I've got
That's not thousands, that's millions because there's a lot down there.
Okay, actually, what I had in mind is sticks. I'm just gonna sell them as magic wands or magic sticks. I'm
Harry
gonna go
Potter
in my
only does that.
backyard. I'm
It's
gonna
like the
go in my
pet wand.
backyard
Yeah,
and
the
just
pet-
get a bunch of random sticks, and I'm gonna say
The
that
pet rock.
they're blessed, alright, by the Pope
Disney already
himself
did that with Harry Potter.
with Harry Potter ones.
yeah,
It's not a
J.K.
Disney
Rowling.
lady.
J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, but
Is it
they're
not?
probably gay because
Are you sure?
what's her
It's Warner
what's her
Brothers.
name? Who's the lady who wrote Harry Potter?
J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, J.K. Rowling. She probably already announced that everyone who bought those were gay.
You know, she has the power to tell whoever's gay. Like, she can make you gay. If she knows your name, you're in danger of catching the gayness.
J.K. Rowling has already announced that you, in fact, the reader, are gay.
What if we're all gay?
Wait.
What if
I wanna hear Clint's answer, and I gotta give my answer for the product
yeah.
to sell. Clint,
Yeah, I would like to know.
what would you sell?
Back,
what?
I'm still thinking.
Oh, okay,
I don't know.
I'll do mine.
Okay, Seth.
Go back.
I've got
Oh my
two
gosh.
answers. I've got two answers.
Okay, let's hear both.
My
If
first one?
Clint doesn't think of anything, he can take your second answer.
Okay. I'll just whisper it to you, Clint, so you can it can sound like an original thought. Okay. Anyway,
Gotcha.
I would sell backwash.
Like,
Alright,
what is it? Like, backwash of what? Water or
It could be.
mouthwash?
It could either just be like plain water from the tap, or I could
Okay.
or I could do G Fuel, and
G Fuel.
and label it as gamer backwash, because everyone knows that that's gamer fuel.
You're a gay.
What if you just sold regular backwash, like water, and you advertised it as, like, be able to have the experience of kissing Seth without actually kissing him?
Ooh,
Because if you think about it, you know, you
That's
get all
all
that
kissing
saliva
is.
in your mouth,
yeah, that's all.
and then it's
is.
like you get everything, all the benefits except actually like physical contact.
all the benefits, like the herpes.
You know how many young ladies would be dying for the ability, the just being able to do that.
Are you only saying that
Yeah, like
women like me?
Edith and Stormbreaker.
You're only saying that women like me?
I mean, any men too, but I
Okay,
mean,
that's what I thought.
whatever
Any
appeals
man?
to you,
What are you talking about?
whatever you
All men.
fantasize about,
All
even
men
dogs
like-
too.
All right, Clint, do you have an answer, or you want me to whisper it to you?
I got one, but I can't reveal too much information because I get in trouble. But I guess like some celebrities items that I have.
Like what? Tell us,
Nelly's
please.
ass hairs.
Oh no, it's the Undertaker.
The Undertaker came into your
Undertaker.
house again.
Don't worry, it's only
Oh my
11:30,
god,
so
you can sell the Undertaker's mouthwash.
I can sell the Undertaker's.
So,
Oh no, Clint, he disconnected. Oh well, we'll go on without him.
Enraged.
take the blood that the Undertaker draws from your face and sell it.
I'll sell the Undertaker's taint. Just instead of scalping, it's tainting.
Okay, well, I'm
the
actually this
tank
is
off
the
of
plan
someone.
right here. I'm gonna go up to Chuck Norris, get him enraged enough to punch me in the face, and I'm going to forcefully remove the skin from the area of fist
Said punch.
contact.
Okay.
Yeah, from the punch, and I'm going to sell the skin that was punched by Chuck Norris.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I'm gonna sell it for like $1,000.
Get him to like punch you in the scrotum, so that's something easy to cut off. You can use it as a swing cap.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I don't think so.
I
I
wonder
don't
if
think
that's
I will.
possible. It's like a baby swing
It's
cap.
feasible. It's feasible, but is it possible?
Maybe.
Or is it the I don't know. Anyways,
plausible.
we can plausible. Not feasible. We can move on to the next topic now. I didn't have anything in mind, but
So you're just
I don't
gonna
know.
cut that one segment short so that we can move on.
Well,
to
I didn't
something
want to
that we're
draw
not
it
ready
on for too long, but I can think of some sciencey question. Like, you know, any question that has to do with clones, I feel like gains a lot of traction.
Okay. Well, what would you do if you had a clone?
Okay, if I had a clone, I would probably. I've actually thought of this before.
Fuck it.
No, that's the second thing. I would just have them take my place so I can do whatever the hell I wanted to do.
What if
Like,
it's your
fuck
clone?
it.
The classic
Gonna need 3
switcheroo.
points for that.
I guess I could just like go to the park and finally get to play on the seesaw with my clone.
Ooh. I
What-
cracked myself up.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny, what would you do on this? What would you do on the seesaw with your clone?
I can't even say it. Oh, fuck it.
Okay.
Okay, what if you had someone else's clone? Actually, no. If you had a clone of like, actually, haven't we asked this question before? Didn't I ask before? If you could clone anyone you hated, would you clone someone you hated to like beat up their clone or torture it or whatever?
Or
I'd be
fuck
friends with them.
What the That's like the answer to everything, I guess.
Hey, when there's clones involved, you fuck it.
But if you think about it, don't clones grow faster though? So wouldn't it be like a 3-year-old? But just like looks like a like
Johnny's
full-grown
going to
person?
jail.
FBI, open up.
They could just be
Yeah.
like Solid Snake and just age faster.
Put the clone down. Stop thrusting.
Drop the cummies.
Remove the penis.
Did you read the
You
article?
missed it, Clint. You missed
There
it.
was a article that a man went to the bank with an erection and was shot because they thought it was a gun.
I believe that. Have you seen that clip of the cop? He's what do you say? He's like patting some guy down, and he sees something in his pocket, and he grabs it, and he starts wiggling it around. He's like, "What is this?" And the guy goes, "That's my
dick."
penis."
Okay. But did you
Hey,
see
guys,
the
let's
article
go.
of the guy who shot someone in the shower?
Oh, yeah, I heard about
I
that.
showed you this, remember?
Yeah.
No, I showed you. So apparently, this man has a gun shower, and there's a picture that comes along with it. You could probably find it almost anywhere now.
A
But
shower
this man
gun.
had a waterproof box with a small gun inside. A man breaks into his house while he's showering, proceeds to take his shower gun and shoot his would-be burglar.
With his shower gun.
With his shower gun.
How American do you have to be to have a gun like placed in your home, in your shower?
I don't say
Please
American, more like
excuse
paranoid
my
and
directness
crazy.
with this, but
Thing is,
Please.
this is what I believe. I don't think he had a shower gun at all. I think he had it all right up the prison wallet. That's what I think.
I think this guy probably does have it. I think he also has a gun under his pillow as well. Probably one like in every room of his house.
I like those bedposts where you can like punch and then like a gun pops out. Those
Oh,
are
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, like a
Okay.
shotgun just falls into your hands.
I was made aware by Seth actually the other day that an old ninja technique tells us that you should cut a slot out of your thigh so you can fit whatever you want inside of it, like a little
That's
compartment
gross.
inside of your
Yeah,
thigh
Yeah,
meat.
let me give some context. So there's this old
Punisher did that. Yeah.
there's this old it's a gag book basically, and it's I think it's called like the old ninja handbook, and it has like this picture, and it explains to you why you should cut like I don't know, like a 3x3 square in your leg. You cut off the meat and you leave the skin, and you just cauterize the wound and everything, make sure it's not bleeding. Stick whatever you need in there, some keys, a knife, matches, whatever you need. You can fit in there. You just stick it in, and then Clint left again. You just stick it in there, and then you sew it back up, and you're good. Suture it up,
Ah,
and you got it with you.
I mean it sounds foolproof.
Except for the fact that there's a pretty important artery running down that part of your leg. Maybe you shouldn't cut
That
too
does
close to
remind me actually of that scene from Batman where the man has the cell phone inside of his chest before he explodes.
Yeah, I thought it was in his stomach.
Or his stomach, I don't know. It was inside of him.
And how
Regardless.
does a cell phone explode that much? Or did he have bombs
No, I
on
think it was
too?
attached to a bomb.
The real question: what service did he have for it to get signal in there?
I mean,
That's a
probably Verizon because I think Verizon's the best, but definitely wasn't AT&T.
Definitely
I
wasn't
thought Metro
Sprint.
PCS was the best.
Do you think he had 3G?
I mean, I think that's all they had at the
Probably.
time. I thought they
5G
would
would
have
have probably got done.
yeah, no, 5G would have given him cancer. Have you seen?
Yeah, but I think he doesn't matter.
Have you seen the pictures of the people installing the 5G towers and they're like
Wearing
freaking-
radiation
hazmat
suits.
suits. It's crazy.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess it's not until 20 years later we'll figure out if people actually get cancer from it or not.
I mean, if I'm being
Probably.
exposed to like radiation and everything, can I at least just be guaranteed to grow like a really cool arm or another leg or something?
You can become
No,
a
But you
goal.
can be guaranteed good service.
instead of
The only thing
like
you're
growing
guaranteed
cancer
is
and
death and
tumors.
taxes.
I can't wait for the people that Jewel to get cancer.
They won't get cancer, but they'll get popcorn lung.
It'll be something funny like that.
Oh no,
Probably.
popcorn lung. Like people already get popcorn lung, but that's more with vapors than it is
Yeah.
for jewelers because vaping that gives like a
What's
lot more
popcorn
vapor.
lung?
Well,
Wait.
popcorn lung is. Oh, do you know what it is, Seth?
Yeah, it's like there's a membrane in your lungs where whenever you vape, the vapor literally just like goes in between your lungs and that membrane, and basically it bubbles up and makes it look like popcorn, and it's pretty much deadly. It's like
Oh,
it's
you made it
bad.
sound so fun.
No, it's not.
I mean,
Popcorn
it's
lung.
kind of like.
But the reason it got that name is because whenever someone died from it, they
Oh, I
performed
thought-
an autopsy and they cut open his lungs and the doctor, autopser, whatever you say, he looked at the lungs and he said that it looked like popcorn.
Well, also, this is what
It's
I
called a
read, but apparently back in the day, air popcorn, the popcorn that you can make through like the heated air or whatever, there's a chemical in it which actually gives you popcorn lung. That if you inhale it, which I think is what the same chemical in these vapors that they found out, can actually like cause that. And it originally was in the popcorn bags, which is why they call it popcorn lungs.
Air popcorn?
Yeah, well,
Right.
it's like
That was the thing? I never heard of that.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
there's all kinds of different ways to make popcorn, but it was some in one popcorn or another, like the old bags.
I must try it.
There's this one thing I always
I mean,
wa-
there's stove popcorn.
That's what I was about to say.
Microwave
The
popcorn.
stove
Yeah, but it's not
popcorn.
air popcorn.
The stove
This
popcorn is
stupid
No,
like
they
stove
make these little like air fryers that make popcorn or something.
I have an air fryer. They work
Yeah.
really good.
They
That's
do.
right, guys. Today's sponsor is air fryers.
today's
But I mean,
air
you can't
sponsor
go
is
wrong
air
with deep
popcorn.
frying.
If you
'Cause
like
can make deep
crispy
fried
chicken
butter.
strips, but bam, throw them in there. Extra crispy.
Back
One
to
of
the-
our mutual friends, I won't say his name, but his name rhymes with Raniel
Mutual
Worley.
friend.
He apparently he deep fried a pizza.
Nice.
Whoa,
That
what
actually
did he
sounds
say
pretty
about
good.
that? What did he, how did that taste?
He said that it just was overwhelming.
I think we should always call him Randall Worley from now on because I like it.
Yeah, let's just call him Randall.
Randall
Call them
Worley.
sandals.
Sand.
He wears chacos a lot, so yeah, that would work.
Sandals.
Sandal,
Randall the sandal wearer.
Flurry.
Sandal Pearly.
Sandal McFlurry.
Johnny, how do you like cook so much stuff? Like you cook a lot of interesting stuff. It sounds like.
Motivation.
What
Why do you have
motivates
like? Yeah.
Hunger.
That's a good motivator. That's a good motivator.
You know, when I'm hungry, I just make a PB&J or a grilled cheese sandwich.
When I'm hungry, I get Star-Kissed tuna out of the little pouch. Put that on hamburger buns. A little bit of mayo on the bun. So good to go. Good
I'm
protein,
about as good
good
as
calories.
cooking as I am with like tools.
Speaking of tools, Tool,
Oh shit.
the band, released all of their albums minus the Salival album. It's basically their live album. They released every single one of their albums except for that one on all digital media. And
Wow.
every single album simultaneously went into the top 10 on Apple Music or iTunes.
It's Apple Music, not iTunes. They changed the name.
Well, iTunes is still a thing.
They canceled it.
They're going to change
Yeah,
it.
it's done for.
I still have the iTunes store app on my phone.
Then update your phone.
I probably
You're
should
just
do
done
that.
with Seth.
I probably should do
It's
that.
done with.
Is there an update available?
Probably.
Crap, there is. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
looking at the
Look
thing
who's
right
looking
now.
stupid now.
I'm sorry. But yeah,
Holy
Tool.
crap.
And their Tool's new album comes out August 30th. Can't come soon enough. But
And just to, like, so you know what it's compared to, right? I mean, most stuff that comes on the top 10 is like Drake and Billie Eilish. Billie
Yeah.
Eilish.
About half that's good. Billie Eilish is awesome.
and
I think she's okay.
I
She's
think Drake is better than her.
I think Billie Eilish. I think she's the best pop artist at the moment because she's
Whoa.
what?
She's no
She's
Alicia Cara.
definitely the youngest.
Shut up.
I think
cunt.
she's probably gonna kill herself.
She's like
So
Jesus.
worth this.
But she's like she's the least annoying pop artist
Well,
at the time.
she's no Camila
Nah.
Cabello.
You know what's funny?
No,
She's
no,
actually
I'm in
younger
there.
than we are.
Clint, nobody knows who you're talking about.
I know.
Everyone
Like
knows.
me,
No, we
I
don't.
listen to like actual real music, so I have no
Like
idea
Tool?
what Footman's talking about.
Johnny, you
Yeah, I'm
listen to
not-
Steel Panther.
They're
You
still
know, I listen to
Panther.
listen to real music also, like Norwegian folk music.
I listen to Wardruna and Heilung, Nordic ritual music. I think I know what I'm talking about.
I've also been enlightened onto what baby metal is. For those of
Oh,
you
no.
who don't know, you should definitely listen to it.
No, you shouldn't. Please do not.
It's
even
like if
look
you
it up.
like K-pop and metal. Okay.
If you like
For some
K-pop,
reason,
But we
you
won't
just
get
K-pop-
into
die.
we won't get into the cultural sinkhole that
K-pop.
K-pop is.
Ugh. If you like K-pop
On
and
Radio
you support
Disney.
them, you can die. And I'm gonna put K-pop as a hashtag on this video, because their fans love to blow things out of the water. Like if if you trash the name K-pop or you use the hashtag K-pop and you're not like a part of the band or a huge fan, they'll yell at you through the internet. It's great.
Just make that the title.
They'll all caps you.
K-pop is bad for the
Season-
environment.
Season 2, Episode 3, K-pop sucks, big PP.
It does suck. I don't understand why people listen to that shit.
I don't understand it, yeah. It's whatever. I mean, I don't like it. I think it's the worst genre of music, but if people want to listen to it,
I like rap mainly. That's what I like the most. But I like all music really, except from K-pop
I like rock.
and dubstep.
I used to
That's
love
awesome.
dubstep. I used to love
The
dubstep.
dubsteps.
I mean, sure, if I was on some
Actually-
heroin or something, I'm pretty sure I love it. But
I'm pretty sure you'd love anything if you were on heroin.
Rather than dubstep, I actually listen
Not
to
live.
chiptune sometimes. Pretty interesting stuff.
Listen to what?
Chiptune. It's like music made by a Game Boy.
Oh, like 8-bit
Oh,
music?
that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, like 8-bit music.
Tool has a song like that. It's called Intermission.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's like and there's like different degrees of it, I guess. You have like purely like just beeps and boop sounds, and then you have some that's like a little bit,
Like
but
this.
with like some real instruments.
have you
I
ever
like
heard of the
those-
Scat Man?
Scatman
Scatman.
John. R.I.P.
Yeah,
I don't know who that is.
Scat
Johnny
Oh,
do cover
Scat
him.
Man.
Does Catman die?
Catman?
Why just say R.I.P.?
He's been dead for like 20 years.
Well, I don't know who he is, so I don't know why I would know that.
Well, you should listen
Oh,
to it.
Yeah, he's like kind of legendary.
Not as
He's
legendary
Yeah.
as
kind of
Tool.
a big deal.
He's way better than Tool for sure.
Clint, you think K-pop is better than Tool, so I don't want to hear it. Your
He
opinion
died
is
in 1999.
your opinion is invalid.
I didn't say I love K-pop. I just say
I
it's
could
good on
say-
Radio Disney.
I can tell you that Tool isn't for everyone, but it's pretty good, and I think you should at least recognize that it has talent.
It is top notch in the progressive metal realm.
Yes, indeed. I mean,
Okay,
if you
that's-
don't like metal, you can at least recognize.
That's all I'm
Tool.
gonna say about Tool.
Okay. Well, what kind of stuff does Clint listen to? Probably like
Pop.
Pop.
We don't
Disney
need,
shit.
we don't need to talk about it.
Yeah, the only. Although
Great
there is
player.
one group of people that no one ever talks about that I think deserve to be made fun of, and those are the people who only listen to musicals.
Yeah,
Oh.
there's some weird people that do that. You're right.
They like refuse to listen to anything else, like only musicals.
Like, yes, like only listen to.
Oh, they would love
Like the
Cats.
Wicked soundtrack over and over again.
They would love Cats. I'm
Yeah,
sure
they're
they're
gonna watch
ready.
that movie.
I'm sure they're
No,
ready for it.
probably.
What are you talking
No,
about?
they'll
Clint
only
loves
listen
that
to like
Moana
plays
song.
and.
Yeah.
That's a good song, dude.
Okay, it's okay to listen to the Disney soundtrack every now and then. I mean, who hasn't listened to Let It Go like a million times?
I mean, I had no choice. I have a little sister.
I haven't. I
I
have a choice, so I didn't listen to it at all. I've never heard that song.
was...
No, I
way.
think it's real bop. I mean, that slaps.
No way you haven't heard it.
McWay.
Listen,
I mean, of course,
Okay.
Frozen 2 is coming out, so now we get a better song.
Yeah.
That
Hey,
actually
Parker,
looks good.
Parker, listen to this.
Mm,
What can I say except...
you're welcome.
God dang it, I thought Clint was gonna repeat it.
Oh, sorry. You should have just
That
handed
movie
it off.
sucked too. I'm sorry, but
That's
that
a good movie,
sucked.
dude. It's the
know
best
it-
Disney movie.
You told me it was better than Lion King, and it's
What can I
Never.
say except
That's 'cause-
you're welcome?
I'll go ahead and say
Okay.
it. Lion King sucks.
Which Lion King?
It's a shitty movie.
The
The
new
original.
No, the
It's always been
original.
shitty.
The
Sorry.
original was amazing. You need to shut up. But the one
It's
that just
Hamlet.
came out, the one that just came out, the live action, it's literally just a cash grab. There's no.
It's literally just Hamlet with lions. It's a
I
rip-off
think
movie.
You don't even
the
know
best-
the plot of Hamlet.
One of my favorite original Disney movies, older ones, is The Jungle Book.
dinosaurs.
I think The Jungle Book is pretty good.
The best old school one is Peter Pan.
I still think Jungle Book's better.
My favorite Disney
Nothing
movie
happens in
was Avatar.
It's not a Disney movie.
I'm kidding.
It's
My favorite
Fox,
Disney
which is
movie.
now a subsidiary.
Oh,
of
I mean, it's
Disney.
owned by Disney, so
But would you
currently.
consider the original trilogy of Star Wars a Disney movie? Disney movies now?
well, they
No.
weren't owned by Disney then, were they?
I don't
No, they were
consider
owned by
LucasArts?
Fox. Like 21st Century Fox.
they're owned by Lucasfilm, has the rights, but published by distributed by 21st Century Fox.
Yeah, well, that's because George Lucas made his own studio, but
Yeah, smart
he
guy.
had to
LucasArts, yeah.
have someone else to like publish it.
I just kind of
Actually, fun
pretend the
fact,
last.
he
5
went
years.
to like. Huh?
Go ahead.
Well, he went to several different like companies to try and get it Star Wars published, and Fox was the only one that would actually like give him a chance.
And he is smart enough to keep like the licensing rights for the toys. And he's
Yeah.
like, hey,
He
y'all
was
can
also
have
smart enough to release the last 3 instead of the first 3. So
Let's forget about the last 3 of them that came out recently.
well, the last 2, the third, the final one hasn't came out yet.
Rogue One's pretty shitty too.
Hey, I thought Rogue One was
bad.
good.
Rogue One was
8
the
was
best.
bad.
Rogue One was good.
Was the best out of the new ones that have come out.
Force Awakens is good.
All right,
Wait.
no. Rogue One and Solo, out of the 2 standalone films, Rogue One was clearly the better, and better than all of the like the newest ones.
I just like how Rogue One kind of ends because you just know that they're all dead.
Well, you also know that it immediately starts with A New Hope after.
Yeah.
Or you
And I
could
like how it
just
ties in.
The whole
save
movie is
2 hours of your time and just read the opening crawl of New Hope.
like the what's it
Well,
called?
if you
The
think
whole
about it,
movie is
the
bait.
entire Solo movie is a waste of time because it's based off
Yeah,
of
that's
one
why I didn't
line.
watch it.
I didn't watch it.
I
either.
watched it,
I wanted to watch
and it was
because
okay.
because it had Emilia Clarke in it. That's the only reason I wanted to watch it.
That's why I didn't go see it. I forgot she wasn't in it. I'm like, why didn't I see that movie? I'm like, oh yeah.
She was so
I mean,
pretty,
don't even bother. I mean, her character is pretty crappy in that
but she's
movie,
really
too.
pretty.
It's always a crappy character with her. And then people
Okay.
blame the writing for her bad acting.
She's a good actor.
Hmm.
What are you talking about?
She's okay. I mean, she's not a Christian Haydenson or whatever.
She
his
was a
name is.
crazy good actor in
Well-
Game of Thrones.
Oh, my.
The last season was just
Where are
absolute
my
trash.
dragons? The last season was awesome.
No, the last season was trash, and
See,
I've
I
completely
haven't
changed my
watched
mind
those.
from whenever I saw it. I only agreed with you because I didn't want to get into an argument with you because I knew you liked it.
Oh, I loved it. because they killed Amelia Clark.
Okay, well, we're not going to get
Well,
into
she
Game
kinda-
of Thrones.
She kind of deserved to die in that though,
Okay, I
because
guess we're
of
getting
what she
into-
did.
She deserves to
I'm
die in
done now.
every movie she's in,
Well,
including
she didn't die
Terminator.
in Solo, but
Good. She's too
wait,
pretty
was
to
she in the
die.
Terminator movie?
She played Sarah Connors in the last one.
What?
I had no idea.
Yeah.
What was the last one?
That was not
Genesis, maybe? I didn't watch it
Genesis.
because she's in
Oh.
it, but
Last one
That
I
was a long
watched
time
was
ago.
Salvation. And that was an
That was an
awful
old one.
movie. That was an
I hate
awful
it.
movie. Wasn't that Sam Worthington?
Sam Worthington and Christian Bale.
Yeah, Sam Worthington, America's most boring actor. Hey guys.
He was popular for like a year. He was
Yeah.
in Avatar,
Avatar,
Terminator,
Salvation.
Clash of the Titans.
Yeah, I was about to say Clash of the Titans. He was good in Clash of the Titans. He plays
That's
certain
also a hated
character-
movie.
It was?
Yeah, everyone hates that movie.
I mean,
It has like 30% on Rotten Tomatoes. I like it, but
I
I
mean,
haven't watched it in 9 years.
anything except for Avatar that Sam Worthington is in is probably going to have very low ratings.
Do you think he's going to be in the second one? Because he's so unpopular now.
The second Avatar?
Yeah.
Are they ever going to make it?
They say it's coming out next year or so.
What? Has anything
it's
been
been
like
in
released on
development.
it? So like, does anyone know like the plot, like what it's going to be
All they
about?
said is like they're making 4 of them.
They're making 4.
4 sequels planned.
Whoa.
But I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think it's going to make a lot of money. I think it makes less than $1 billion.
Avatar
Good
did,
topic.
hold on. Avatar did not age very well. Like going back and
didn't.
watching it now, when did it come out? 2009?
December 18th, 2009.
Okay. Yeah, it did not age well at all. I went and watched it earlier this year, and it's no good. That's
I
all
loved
have
it
to
when I
say about
saw it, but I've only seen it like once.
I've seen it
and-
way too many times. I watched it a lot whenever it first came out. Got the DVD. Watched it a lot whenever I don't know, whenever I was like up until I was about 12, and then I stopped watching it.
I saw it like the
without
first day it
we wouldn't
released.
be where we were now. The movies probably.
Yeah, a lot of shitty 3D movies.
Its CGI was terrible, but I mean, it's good for 2009. It was absolutely beautiful movie back then. But now, looking back, like I said, it didn't age well.
The CG looks bad in it?
Yeah, if you look at it, it's
Huh.
yeah, it's not all that good. But yeah,
What's
it
that the
didn't-
best CG? The Star Wars prequels.
Donna.
Some.
Your voice is like your mic just blew up. But yeah. Anything else anyone wants to talk about so we can get off the topic of movies? I know some people don't really enjoy listening to that.
What about television? Okay, I know a lot of people have moved away from TV, but do you feel like it's actually worth having cable anymore? Or not even cable, but
Nah.
like
No,
Dish or-
absolutely not.
Exactly right, but I don't know, it's kind of weird to think though, because wasn't it been like such a huge part of a lot of people's lives
Well,
for
I
the
mean,
longest time, and then like
yeah, I mean the radio
mean,
was
now-
a huge part of people's lives too, and now that's completely irrelevant with
But do you
music
think
streaming.
it's like a good example of how everything is just turning subscription based now? Be it like Hulu, Netflix, and even
mean-
like subscription based, like
Yeah,
well, pretty much everything like TV.
yeah, but I mean I don't see a problem
Who
with
is that asshole?
I don't see a problem with things being subscription based, especially with like Netflix or Hulu or whatever, like movie and TV show streaming platforms, because
Who
I mean,
makes
basic-
you have commercials?
I mean
Yeah, but
I'd
basically
rather
with
host
with
something.
TV, you were still paying for a subscription because you were paying your cable bill every month. So I mean, there's really no difference except you're getting a whole lot
Ah.
more stuff on demand when you want it.
As long
Okay,
as they're
I
like
just-
making good content, I don't mind paying for it.
That is true though. At least I feel like you do have more power over what you
Yeah.
get for your money when you buy Hulu or Netflix.
Yeah,
And
that's-
none of them have activation fees, so I can just cancel whenever I'm done watching whatever,
Yeah.
and just get it back when something good comes out.
hmm
Or you could just do the professional thing and just meet someone who has a Netflix account and borrow their password and always leech off of their account.
Yeah.
I think that's shitty, and I really hate people that do it. But
Well, I mean, I'm still
that's
using
just
your
me.
HBO account, so
I
What
haven't
if I
paid
told
for it in
you
months. So.
I know a guy who uses his ex-girlfriend's account for like the last 8 years?
Oh my
Jesus.
god.
Netflix has
They
been
met in
around.
kindergarten.
I know Netflix
I
has been
don't.
around that long, but like, have people actually been using Netflix for that long?
Okay, maybe 8 years is a stretch, but it's been a long time.
Because like with Netflix, you used to have to you would send
Put it in
in
the
what you
mail.
want. Yeah, you'd get it in the mail. It's
I
crazy.
Yeah.
remember them
Well, it
commercials.
was like as soon as, I mean, I guess it would have been as soon as they opened the streaming platform.
I remember them commercials. My granny would be like, "Oh, we should get that." I'm like, "No, Granny, we're going to Blockbuster again. That's a stupid idea."
Yeah,
Yeah, we should bought stock in that, huh?
actually Blockbuster missed out on Netflix. They could have bought them out, but I don't know. They passed up on it for some reason, and
I
now
kind of
look
miss
where
it.
they are. Look look where
Whoa.
they are.
Yeah.
Out of business. There's only one left open in the U.S. I think it's in Nevada or something.
It's probably the only one left in the world, to be honest.
It's in Nevada, close to Area 51. So I don't
Oh,
know.
so
I
Area
just
51
I just
rents
made
all
that up.
the.
Don't hold me
Isn't there
to
one in
it.
Alaska? There was for a while, I think, but
Let me look it up. Where is the
As soon as they figure out how
last
to airdrop movies to Alaskans, it's gonna go out of business.
Blockbuster? The last Blockbuster in the United States and the world is in Bend, Oregon. Oh, I was way off.
that's where what's that shitty game that was made?
Days Gone.
Days Gone. Yeah,
Yeah,
Sony Ben made it.
this
They
is
haven't been to Oregon.
this is Radio Free Oregon. The truth shall
Don't
set you
believe it
free.
will.
Oh man, I'm so glad that I played that before Red Dead, just so that I didn't have like my expectations too high for it.
Red Dead spoiled a lot of people like me. That
Didn't
game's
spoil
too
me.
good.
The one problem I have with Red Dead is how slow the character moves. I feel like it takes 2 years for the character to like do something.
Just
The
tap
online
X.
sucks.
I've heard pretty
Red
bad
Dead.
things about the online, but I mean the story is great.
I mean, I'm
And
sure it's great and it's really good quality. I've only played it for like an hour though.
it's a slow-paced game, but it's not clunky. Like he moves kind of slow, sure, but it's not a clunky game. It's a very well-built game. That's all
I
I got.
watched
Did
this
you like
funny
the?
animation online, and it was about how slow you move, and the guy like got off of his horse and he went to pick up a flower, but it was like over the course of like several days. I just have to like send the link to you guys.
But I mean, yeah,
Did
you
you guys
do.
like
You have to make every. Oh, excuse me. You have to make every action like completely separate.
I like all the like the moving in every Rockstar game.
Wait, does that mean the recording stuck? It's already
What happened?
12.
Uh,
Remember, we started the podcast in 11. The thing went off, and now it just went off again.
oh shoot. Talk to us, Seth.
Sorry, the Undertaker was coming. No, we started the podcast. We started the podcast at like freaking I don't know, 11:20.
No, cool. I think
So
Rockstar
we still have
does
we
like
still
the
have 15
best
minutes.
controls in games. Like I like the walking and the running in Grand Theft Auto a lot,
Yeah,
and in Red Dead.
yeah. They have really good mechanics. They do a really good job with that at Rockstar.
They have the
I
best
love
shooting.
the
because of Max
lasso.
Payne.
The lasso is probably my favorite thing in Red Dead.
That is pretty fun.
Yes, that's not really fun online. Just going around tying people up.
That's what we need to play.
Yeah.
They
We can-
made it where they can like break out of it faster now, so it's not as fun.
Oh, that sucks.
We need to
I
make
sent
like
you
a
the link
gameplay.
to Real Slow Redemption.
I'll have to watch that later because my phone's almost dead, and I still need it for the timer. But
Have y'all ever seen yeah,
ahead.
if you ever get the chance, play Max Payne 3. It's the most underrated game of all time.
No, it's not.
didn't that come
Everybody
out
knows about it.
didn't that come out for free on PlayStation Plus?
No, it's not on PS4. It's on PS3.
Oh,
For some reason, Rockstar won't port like the PS3 games. They have all their PS2 games online, but none of the PS3 games.
I think Mad
Except
Max is the
GTA.
one I'm thinking about.
That's a really good game too.
Don't
Very
they have
underrated.
don't they have like similar covers or something?
Kinda. Yeah, you're right. They're a little similar.
Okay. Anyway,
Except Mad Max is about a dystopian future, and Max Payne 3 is about a painkiller addicted ex-cop that goes to El Paso, Texas.
oh, there's
No,
a
it's no, he's in Mexico. That's what it is.
Mm.
I think
this is
somewhere
kind
in
of
South America.
this is
Somewhere
kind of
south.
this is kind of off topic, but I kind of want to talk about not the podcast, but the channel as a whole, and see
Okay.
if anyone's listening at this point, if anyone's here. Props to you. Thank you for listening this far. But
We do
If-
appreciate it.
if we were to if we were to start posting not exactly gameplay and not exactly podcasts, but kind of mixing the two, it's like a podcast with gameplay in the foreground. Would you guys enjoy that? Yeah,
Like Leafy.
that's really my basically, yeah, but it would be like live gameplay pretty much. If like
it would
could
be like
us four.
actually like original content.
Like it could be us four, like in a room playing a game, like one of us playing a game and the other three talking. The fourth person could talk too, but they'd be distracted by the video game. And it's like I would have my my camera set up so that we could record ourselves. We'd have a good microphone so that you could hear us. And I just want to see if anyone's listening. Just tell us in the comments, would you enjoy that? Yeah, that's.
I think
pretty
it'd be
much all I have to say.
more commentary based than gameplay.
Yes,
Yeah.
very much so. The gameplay is literally just for eye candy, I guess.
distraction.
Just something for you to look at instead of the podcast title screen that you're looking at now.
Although we do plan on releasing some Doom Eternal content when it comes out.
Most definitely, because I am very, very much looking forward to Doom Eternal.
Yes.
And
Death
Minecraft.
Stranding would be nice.
We can make it. We will make some Minecraft videos.
We had some.
We had some. That's my fault.
I think what we should do is just play cool math games for an entire
That'd
hour.
be fun too. That'd be great.
No,
Well,
learn for good.
Or learn for good, yeah.
Either one. We could make separate
Are those
days.
sites still up?
Probably.
Oh.
I'm sure people still use them.
As long
Actually-
as there's little kids that have to take computer lab classes, those sites are still up.
I know Learn for Good is still up because I actually, in some of my lecture classes, I would play that football game where you
Oh, I always played
Like
that
running-
dirt
running
bike
gun
game.
running
yeah.
gun football.
Yeah. Oh wait, there was like this tower game I played, not the balloon one, but
The monkey one? I played the monkey one.
not that monkey one. No, there was another one. It was like a fantasy RPG kind of like tower game.
RPG,
I love
rocket
tower defense.
propelled grenade. Role playing game.
There's also
I-
that zombie like cardboard zombie game. Or
Oh
box
yeah,
zombie.
box head.
Box head, yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
played Google Pac-Man a lot.
we weren't allowed to play box
Balloon
head.
tower defense or something.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Box head was too
I play it at
violent
work sometimes.
because they were zombies and there was blood, even though it was like little blocky Minecraft figures running around. It's too violent.
Yes.
I mean, my first
There was a
day.
dirt bike game I played that was like a 2D, like jumping over stuff.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And that's
That's
some-
one I played too.
There were a couple of those.
It was like a Smash Brothers Flash game. Well, it was like a rip-off game, but it's like still pretty accurate.
There was a Sonic game.
Yeah,
that
well,
was pretty
either
good.
way, as long as we can just play a bunch of Flash games, that'd be pretty awesome.
That'd be really fun. I think we should do that too. But,
Yeah.
and we could just talk
Or
about
here's
things.
another idea.
What?
We have talk and just have porn shown in the background.
Why don't we just
Now that's
review it?
eye candy.
Yeah, we could.
That's eye candy. Y'all know about eye candy, but
we
bam.
Could, we could do what is it? Rule 34 or something.
Yeah, well, that's
We could do
Pornographic.
that. We'd have to like blur out the whole screen, but we could still do that. I
No, we
guess.
won't. We can just make a Pornhub account and just upload it there.
why don't we just graphically describe whatever it is?
That's what we should do. We should upload the podcast onto Pornhub.
We become the first Pornhub podcast. Get sponsored.
This episode was brought to you by Pornhub.
How many porn bots do you think would be in the comments?
A bunch of Russian ones. I don't know. Too many.
Remember when we went to Lancaster and met a guy who believed in Thor, and
Nah.
that was a little weird.
His name was
Don't say his name.
Pooper.
People
Yeah,
get mad
Pooper.
if you call it Lancaster, by the way. It's
I
Lancaster.
don't know how to say it. I say Lancaster.
They all say Lancaster, but if you say Lancaster, you would be
I don't
right.
say it at all because it's a piece of shit.
Crappy
Yeah, it's
town.
kind of crappy.
Was a really crappy town. That was a fun night though. I didn't realize it was all the way out in Lancaster.
Neither did I
thought
until
it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be in Rock Hill. It ended up
No, a
having
bunch
to
of
drive
country
like 2
bumpkins.
hours away. That
You
was
see this
great.
guy? You think he's a piece of shit?
You see this guy laying on my floor? What do you think of him? You think he's a piece of shit? No, not really.
I wish I was there.
You're lying to me.
Aw,
Yeah, Johnny, you would have loved it. You would have gotten you would have gotten along with him, with Pooper.
I got at that party like about 2 hours before. Well, maybe an hour before y'all did. And that
Uh-huh.
dude was on the floor the entire time. Like, he got up and like ate a pizza one time, but besides that, he was like face down on the floor.
Did
The
you get
man-
back to sleep?
I get
You just
or
lay back
died.
down?
He,
You just
Like,
lay
he
back
ate
down.
his he got up, ate his pizza, and he's like, "Hey, what's up, bro? Good day."
Glenn,
Thanks,
this
dude.
was-
Yeah,
this
I
was-
guess.
This was after you and
Rollins.
Rollins. Yeah, this was after
Rollins.
you and Rollins left. But me and Parker were sitting there talking to Pooper, and he asked me. He was like, "This your buddy?" I said, pointing to
Oh,
Parker.
yeah.
I said, "Yeah, he's my best friend. I'd die for him." He said, "I could beat the shit out of both of you."
Yeah.
Alright.
He said,
This was the
"There's
weirdest thing,
there's
but it was
nothing
like...
you, there was nothing you could do. I would just literally like level both of you out and start pummeling you."
I didn't know what to think of that. It was like a threat, but it was like a life lesson at
Yeah.
the same time.
Yeah.
Like he was trying to
I
get
was
for us,
like,
but he was
I'm
trying to...
sorry, but
Please.
I should. You better be glad I didn't get. I'll just knock him the fuck out.
I mean, you probably could have. He was so drunk, he probably would have passed.
Like, he was cool, but I was like trying to leave in case he went crazy or something, and he kept talking. He's like,
He was the guy who is an Odinist too, right?
Yeah,
He was like,
yeah.
I believe in the one true God.
yeah,
The
and I was like,
Allfather.
okay.
Clint, tell the story, please.
All right, so I walk in, and everybody's there, and I'm saying my hellos and introducing myself to whoever, and I don't know who this guy is, and then I see him like sitting there like on his throne, and I'm like, I just walk up and I like go to shake his hand like, "Hi, I'm Clint." He like smacks it out the way. He's like, "Get that out of here!" And I'm like, "Okay." So then I'm sitting there. And then like I noticed like axes on the wall and stuff like that. And that's about it. Like that's what I
This
noticed.
guy
Like,
just
all right, cool.
disrespect y'all the whole time.
And he's this
But he was
guy,
cool.
this guy is like raising his children in the same way. Like he's teaching them to believe in Odin and everything. Cause like in the middle of the party, they ran out and started beating the crap out of this guy with like foam Nerf swords. Is that,
No, that was not Nerf. That was
They
like
probably
that looked like
shouted,
was it like plastic?
they probably
like
ran
plastic.
out
I thought it
yelling
was-
Valhalla. and
yeah. I
just
thought it was real at
drops
first.
of blood.
For Valhalla.
So we're sitting there and the dog's going crazy, and then like Pooper's like holding the cat, and then this kid comes out, does like a ninja move. You know on Indiana Jones, like the move the sword guy does before he gets shot. It was like that, but 10 times cooler. And then like
the kid
the little
pulled this
kid
off.
like kicked his brother in the face, not like a little like soccer kick. He like I don't know, like MMA
stomped
kicked the
on
kid in the
his-
face. Like it was crazy. No, it was
running-
like he was standing and the kid was standing and he kicked and he goes up and just hits him dead in the face and he just lays him out. I'm like, oh, ninjas.
Oh man, that was a good night. I can't wait to talk about it in its entirety.
But
One day.
yeah, I was talking to him and he's like saying, I've died 5 times. I'm like, oh, all right. Are you a big Christian or something? He's like, I don't believe in that. I'm like, okay. He's like, I believe in Odin, the real God. I'm like, oh, I like Thor too. He's like, these movies are stupid. I'm like, oh, sorry.
Well, what are you talking about? I mean, Thor is a real god in that, so I mean, he
You
might have
did
thought
that
that
right.
you were an Odinist.
Thor's pretty awesome. And you know them little candles that Thor prays to? I found those too.
There's candles that what?
That Thor
Now
prays
we're
to?
just off topic.
Are they just
Yeah.
regular candles?
I guess, but I know he prays the candles.
Well, he probably has like a little shrine up.
Oh my god. How did we come
We're
to
so off
this?
topic at this
How
point.
did we come to this?
How do you
Now it's
think he
just Clint.
feels?
Confessing his crush on Thor.
Why don't you just go fantasize
How do you think
about
it
Thor?
feels though, practicing a religion, knowing that the only way to go to paradise after you die is to
To
die
die
an
in
honorable
combat.
death? Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, if he dies of old age, he's screwed.
yeah. Well, isn't it if you've never like felt a blade, like you've never been cut or been struck by a weapon? Because I think that if
Well, I
if
don't
you've
really
been,
know. Like, I can't tell
if
you
you've-
for
I
sure,
think if
but I
you've
know
been
it's like.
injured in combat, I don't know.
I mean, there's Valhalla.
There's
There's,
Valhalla,
like,
and
somewhere
then
else,
it's like
and there's hell.
Folksphere.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's where you go if you die of old age.
Yeah. And then there's hell.
But I
I'm
know
so
if you die,
confused.
if you die a coward, you basically go to hell
Yeah. 1L. HEL.
with one L. Yes.
Helheim.
Or I guess you could say Helheim. Yeah.
But yeah. Crap, there was something I was gonna say, and it was gonna segue into another segment or bit, and I completely forgot what I was gonna.
Apple juice. Why does it
Alright.
taste so good?
Actually, apple cider is better.
I
Well,
agree
that's
with
not
that.
our sponsor today. That's
Our
right, guys.
sponsor-
Today's sponsor is apple juice.
Minute Maid? No,
No,
our
apple
sponsor is Windy Hill
No,
Orchard.
apple juice.
No, just apple juice.
Apple juice.
That's
I want apple
apple
juice.
use. Apple use.
Can I have apple juice?
I want a apple juice.
What was that?
I wanted an apple juice. Ah,
Oh man.
I wanted an
crap.
apple.
Recent events. Let's
juice.
pop one off. We got about 3 minutes left.
There was a shooting
I have a
somewhere
point to take.
today.
Too controversial.
That's
Too
not
real.
funny. We need funny things to talk about.
I
Yeah.
can look at the news right now on my phone.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
that
Fort
won't give
Mill.
you anything funny.
At least 20 dead in El Paso shooting as authorities
That's not
investigate
funny, shut up.
Texas.
Y'all
Yeah.
hear about that dead girl in the woods?
What?
What?
Is it behind Clint's house?
It was in that truck
Okay,
in his
okay.
backyard.
Out of all of us, who do you
Three
think?
people died.
Guys.
Oh, sorry.
Out of all of us, who do you think would end up like murdering someone?
Clint.
Clint.
Why?
Who do you think, Clint? You answer. You know damn well it's yourself.
Yeah, but I'm a little offended that everyone voted for me.
Wait, I didn't hear Johnny. What, you said Clint?
Yes,
I
you
say
did. We both said it at the same
Oh,
time.
okay, that's why I didn't hear.
I would say Clint because Johnny, he just doesn't care. Seth, he's just pretty normal. I don't know. I just wouldn't hurt a fly. Clint, he's kind of weird, so I guess that.
I think Johnny would be the second most likely to kill someone.
What? That's
You know,
what I
because-
want.
No,
you
like,
would. What are you talking
no, because you're like a savage. You just like someone talks crap about you, you
Ah,
just punch him in the
what's
nose
a
and
savage?
accidentally kill him. It wouldn't.
I think
like,
I've
No,
ran
I
over
think
the
it would
most
be like a
people,
work-related
so-
accident. He'd like run over him in a forklift or something.
Uh-oh. That's the
I
timer.
think Seth's still in killing someone.
Maybe because he asked a question. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
He's
like.
trying to frame me.
Yeah, I'm just trying
He's
to.
that
trying to
gamer
make sure
boy.
that he's trying to make sure he's not suspicious.
All right. Well, that was the timer. We're about to run out of time. So, anyone want to take care of the outro or leave it to me? Whatever you want
Bye cuties.
to do. That's
What
it.
Later,
fuck?
hoes.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Thank you for watching Season 2, episode 3 of the Nightly Rounds podcast. Tune in next week for season 2, episode 4. Ooh.
If you
Sometimes you
actually
just gotta put a
made
hammer
this
up your
far,
butt.
When are we gonna make episode?
you-
When are we gonna make season 3?
whenever
I
we
think
go a
it's-
long time without uploading anything.
Dumb to
Hammer.
have seasons. It's gonna be hard to look up on websites if we put it into seasons.
Yeah, we should probably just stop doing that. Oh well.
Yeah.
Should we put chapter 2? Whole nother chapter of the podcast life. That's what we should have did.
All right, yeah. I
what
found a
about-
girl on Tinder. She gets fatter each picture.
Oh my god, the podcast isn't even over yet.